What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is breaking news here. Listen, look. So just days after, well, you know what I'm saying, after the strike on Iran, things like that, the first footage I'm going to show you guys is going to be 11 Iranian nationalists arrested. And also, too, it's going to involve one of the Iranian terrorists that was arrested in Mississippi, of all places out here.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
In Mississippi. And this just comes to show that we need to start looking in places that everybody wants to deem, these poor places and things like that. These are the perfect places for these type of individuals to hide out. This is where it's at. Stop being stupid and think that, just because a place like Mississippi, okay, the last on the financial totem pole here in the United States and things like that, individuals like that won't hide out. It won't hide out. It just is what it is. Listen, look, that's definitely where I'm from. It is what it is here. This is going down. We're going to dive off into this. This is breaking news. Here we go now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
To other news now, CBS News has exclusively learned that since Sunday, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, of course, has arrested 11 Iranian foreign nationals who officials say are not authorized to be here in the United States, including one man on the known or suspected terrorist list. Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Skanga joins us now with more on the details of this developing story. Nicole, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. The Department of Homeland Security says Yusuf Meridano had been living in the United States illegally for nearly 8 years since U.S. officials determined he lied on a visa application on Sunday, just 4 months after the Iranian foreign national was added to the U.S.'s known or suspected terrorist list. He was arrested in central Mississippi. He's now in ICE custody pending removal proceedings, and he's not alone. Over the past 48 hours, ICE officials have arrested 11 Iranian nationals spanning 8 states nationwide.
And here we go. You got San Francisco in there, San Diego, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, Tempe, Arizona, hope I'm pronouncing that right, Colorado Springs, St. Paul, Minnesota, Buffalo, New York. Let's see, Fort, Alabama. Let's see, Gluckstadt, Mississippi, Houston, Texas. I definitely know where Gluckstadt at. Like I said, I'm from Mississippi. I definitely know where the fuck that's at. Real talk. And y'all want to sit around here too busy thinking that these individuals that have snuck in this country, and like they said, this dude had been here for 8 years already. 8 years. This is well beyond Biden's administration. This is well beyond Biden's and Kamala's administration. This go all the way back to Obama shit. Pretty much, almost, to a degree. Come on now. Biden and them didn't serve before. We're just now getting in the first Trump. The second term of Trump. This go all the way back to Obama administration. Man, y'all playing around out here. This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
Among them, 5 possessed previous criminal convictions, their crimes ranging from grand larceny to drug and firearm possessions. Also among those apprehended, Ribvar Karimi. While arresting him in northern Alabama, ICE officials say they found his Islamic Republic of Iran Army identification card and allege he served as an Iranian sniper between 2018 and 2021.
Very dangerous individual. Snipers, think about our military branches. When we call in the big boys with the big 50 cals and stuff like that, the real snipers and stuff that can hide in the bushes for miles upon end and stuff like that. Think of the movie Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. If you ever seen it, they were hiding out. I mean, at such a distance and things like that. To when they made those impacts, you could barely catch them. They had to put a helipad in the damn air in order to find them people. Think about what this individual can do for miles upon end. And you know, so think about how that movie really went with the movie Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. You know what I'm saying? And by the end of it, you know, they had some type of machine that they was actually using to snipe people with. You know, they didn't have to be in the same room. Come on now.
Much new reporting, Nicole. Before you go, these arrests come as the Department of Homeland Security is alerting the public here of a heightened threat environment in the U.S. Are these arrests related to that warning?
Yeah, the Department of Homeland Security activated its National Terrorism Advisory System just hours after the United States attacks on Iranian nuclear facilities Sunday. Intelligence officials tell CBS News one big concern is homegrown extremism, the potential for attacks inspired by Iranian calls to violence. Now, to be clear, officials have not linked these arrests to any specific credible terrorism plots, but all of these Iranians have been charged or accused of criminal violations, according to ICE. That means more than just violating civil immigration law. And Homeland Security officials say they represent a threat to public safety. According to U.S. government data, last fiscal year, 68 Iranian foreign nationals were arrested by ICE for being in the U.S. illegally, including 47 with criminal convictions.
Man, this is where we at right here. So we're going to dive deeper and we're going to check this out because, yes, this guy right here was arrested in Mississippi. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's go here now. Let's check this out and see what's going on in Mississippi. Real talk.
An Iranian national is in custody in Madison County after his arrest by immigration enforcement agents on Sunday.
12 News political reporter Cameron Smith joining us now live from the Madison County Detention Center where this man is being held. And Cam, what can you tell us about the suspect?
No, the man's name is Joseph Mavrodano. He was captured just down the road in Gluckstadt a day after the U.S. bombed 3 Iranian nuclear sites. ICE officials say Mavrodano was on their radar a few months ago. They listed Mavrodano as a known or suspected terrorist. Gluckstadt Police Chief Barry Hill tells us they gave Mavrodano a speeding ticket last October.
Obviously, it's a good thing. Somebody's in the country illegally, particularly with bad intentions. We're glad.
Okay, now my thing is right here. This is where we at right now. I'm finna say this shit. I'm about to break this thing all the way down. Okay, so allegedly here, well, it's not alleged. They gave this man a speeding ticket last October. Okay, so we're in, you know, we're in June, going into July. Right now is the recording of my voice right here. They gave him a speed ticket last October. Listen, look, how is this possible? Because when I get pulled over, I need my proper registration, insurance, all types of stuff like that, valid ID, things like that. How they give him a speeding ticket and obviously they just let his ass go? What is going on here? What is going on here? Because definitely as a black man, and you know, I don't want to get racial because at the end of the day, though, I know some tremendously, you know what I'm saying, decent white folks from Mississippi and decent black folks from Mississippi, things like that. Don't get me wrong. But this is the point here. How they end up letting this dude just ride like that off a speeding ticket without the proper ID? He couldn't have the proper ID or anything like that if he was here illegal. Or unless he had a false identification. Which I find that kind of hard to believe because when you get pulled over, definitely in Mississippi, I don't care who you are, your name's going to get ran. Your name's going to get ran across the broadcast. It's going to get ran. So I'm not understanding this. I'm dead serious now. I know what the fuck goes on down there. I'm telling you right now.
Glad that they've been apprehended.
Mayor Bubba Morrison says he learned about the arrest through local news media. He tells us Mavrodano lives somewhere off of Highway 51. Still, the mayor says that people should not be too worried about the incident. Live in Madison County, Cameron Smith.
Not too worried about this. This makes no sense. This dude is an Iranian national. How in Mississippi? How the fuck you not supposed to be worried about no shit like that? You crazy. These people here are always trying to play some shit the light way. Let's go here now.
Now, just days after the United States struck nuclear targets in Iran, an Iranian national with suspected terror ties is arrested in Mississippi. According to the Department of Homeland Security, on June 22nd, ICE officers and agents arrested Yusef Maradano in Gluckstadt. A press release says Maradano had his U.S. residency terminated in 2017 after determining he had lied on his original visa application and committed potential marriage fraud. Also in February, he was listed as a known or suspected terrorist. He is now in ICE custody. Mississippi 1st District Congressman Trent Kelly says secure borders are vital for the safety of Americans.
Listen, it's just a travesty that the prior administration thought it was okay to let anybody in, regardless of what they did, to release them freely in the United States, regardless of what crimes they had committed or we knew they committed.
Hold on. What previous administration is he talking about?
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Hold on. Hold up. Excuse me. What previous administration is he talking about? I mean, because listen, look now, we could go back here. Allegedly, this dude has been here for 8 years. Let's do the math now. 8 years. We haven't even been a full year in the Trump's administration yet. So we go back, 4 and then 8. Technically, is you do the math. All right, people. All right. So you've been here 8 years. Wow. Okay.
Knowing that they were enemies of America and to allow them to roam freely in the United States, that's just a travesty that we're even at this point.
Maradano was one of the 11 Iranian nationals arrested this week by ICE.
Right. And it is what it is, people. Yeah, this is where we at right here. So I would like to put out this warning here that regardless of what you people think across America, stuff like that, about, certain places down south and stuff like that, at the end of the day, though, we have a lot of these type of bats right here that you probably would end up being able to arrest. ICE, shout out to ICE out there. We got a lot of these bats, you know what I'm saying? If you go down south, you know what I'm saying, they're hiding in the cracks and crevices in the places that you don't think to look at, because you think that these places are, oh no, nobody would ever go there. Those places are not tangible places that these type of individuals would go to and stuff like that. Yeah, those are the perfect places to go to for bats like this to hide out. What are you talking about? What, you think he gonna go to New York, LA? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we saw the map. Certain places, San Francisco was on the map, San Diego, things like that. Certain places, Arizona, things. But, even then, San Diego, it's not LA. It's just, man, y'all not understanding, man. And y'all think that, it's certain places that these individuals won't go because it's not relevant to America's society. It's not a financial capital of America's society, but these are the perfect places for individuals like this to hide out, plot, plan, and make sure that they execute something to where they may can move something or travel something through the United States and things like that. And hey, this is where it's going to be when a major city gets popped up.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Yo, but it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line. Y'all better start looking in places that y'all don't think that these type of people gonna hide. And they not in these major cities or name brand places and stuff like that. You got to reach out to places that you want to downplay and think that these places are, they're just worthless places. Okay, then that's where these types of bats are going to hide. Bats hide in caves. not in luxury apartments, dumbasses.
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.